We're going to dive right into this. Man, sports media is so bad, man, these days. Outside of, there's a couple of guys that are against the grain out there. You got Whitlock, who does stuff with us over at Blaze. You have, Outkick. You have even guys that are doing the thing in the YouTube space. But like with the bigger guys from Fox Sports to ESPN, they all regurgitate the same exact shit. There's no real pushback to their narratives, which is why a lot of them get away with saying ignorant shit. It's like, I don't know. It's like these guys are fucking stupid. I can't put that in a better way. They're dumb. They're dumb people. And they have never really heard arguments to the contrary. And because they get out there and just pontificate all day long to people that agree with them generally on every single issue, definitely regarding the COVID vaccinations, they're just saying the same shit. So you get giving Shannon echoing the same exact sentiment with no pushback, saying retarded shit. And, of course, Stephen A. Smith hasn't shut his goddamn mouth about this subject matter. And basically everybody's piling on Kyrie Irving. Oh, he's stupid at what he's doing because, God forbid, this man, he's being selfish because he's not showing up at some point. It used to be, this pro players league and all this shit. And now all of a sudden a man decides he's playing chicken for right now, maybe walking away from $35 million. But that makes him selfish. Now, we're going to watch this exchange together real quick between Jay Williams, former NBA player, damn good college player, arguing with Stephen A. Smith about this subject matter. And what this is centered around the reports that have been coming in about Kyrie saying basically he's trying to this is about making a statement, right? It's not just about his individual decision, but it is about making a statement because he does understand that there are people that are not in positions like he is that are losing jobs and all that sort of stuff. Those reports are starting to come out. And that's very noble of the man if this is the case in terms of why he's doing this. But let's listen to what these jackasses had to say.
Remember, I've had COVID twice. I get it. I just want to be careful when we start going down this road. By
the way, I believe this man is vaccinated. By the way, Jay Williams is vaccinated, and he just said he's had COVID fucking twice.
Being vaccinated is going to change the minds of millions of people. Like, we start going down this road, but I'm just telling you how it feels some people, Stephen A. When you start calling people stupid or you start calling people saying that they're selfish and these things start going all over the internet, that creates a different narrative. And people start fighting back against that narrative. I'm just telling you how it is on the other side, Stephen A. I know you have your thoughts on how you see things.
What's the other side? What's the other side?
It's like Stephen A. is saying, what's the other side? Because he's so much of a fucking brainlet that he doesn't understand it. There's only one acceptable narrative. It's line up, get the jab, and nothing else. So he's confused at the idea of someone holding out. And he's like, what's the other side? Like, there are plenty of rational decisions or like concepts surrounding this into which white people would not want to take this shit. It's not a rocket science either. You just are so much of a fucking brainlet that you've never heard that position, so you're confused because your handlers tell you what you need to say, and that's it.
We're sitting here being vaccinated, man. I'm just trying to tell you.
I didn't say you weren't. We're talking about you're the one that took it there, Jay. We're talking about a basketball player who signed on to play for the Brooklyn Nets that has left his team hanging.
Like, and it's crazy how that's the route that he's going, right? It's that he is leaving his team hanging because he doesn't want to inject himself with a fucking experimental vaccine, considering his age and health demographic, right? That's the conclusion that he's coming up with. You're leaving your team, so it's somehow selfish of him to do that. To, by the way, walk away for $35 million, which is the part that I guess is getting left out of all this, that he's going to be missing out on a lot of money otherwise. And he's willing to at least do that up until now. He's playing chicken at least. He's willing to at least do that, which is far more noble than any other social justice bullshit you're doing right now with ESPN. As well as all of this dumb shit that everybody was doing these past couple of seasons, when it was very convenient to be pro-social justice. So they're kneeling and we're going to have all these segments before the shows, after the shows, putting shit on the backboards on the, or rather the courts and the jerseys and all that sort of stuff. The same generic fucking position. Oh shit, I'm knocking shit over. The same generic position that everybody has that was very convenient because everybody was fucking doing it. He's actually doing something that is not. So Kyrie is doing something, though it be on a different subject, what y'all thought y'all were doing. But that's what courage is, because he's doing it despite it being unpopular, despite all of you jackasses on the ESPNs of the world and Fox Sports and all of you guys, radio hosts, everybody's ragging on him, and he's still fucking doing it. He's more ballsy than all you guys who are doing the convenient shit, the easy shit, pro-black. Oh, look at us. Woe is us. We're trying to fight for injustice. Like, oh, congratulations, nigga. Everybody else is doing the same shit. He's doing something that's actually unpopular amongst you guys, but that makes him selfish?
That's what we're talking about.
Personal decision. He's choosing to do that for him. And when you go through an unprecedented time in the history of this country, you have your own individual right to make your own decision about what you want to do for you and your family. I just respect that right.
So Jay is saying he respects the right. So now I will give him that. Jay is saying that he respects the right of him to make the decision. And the point that he was trying to make, though Stephen continues to interrupt him, for those of you that can't really understand, he's trying to tell him that you start these narratives as well because you paint him as stupid. You paint him as selfish. And of course, there's going to be a kickback in that regards, because it's like you're talking at a big part of the other, of this country in that regard. So yeah, you might not agree with it. Jay is saying he might not agree with it, but he's talking about that being his right to, of course, make that decision.
I'm not saying I agree with that right. I respect
the right then. You respect the right. I'm saying that you know. I'm saying that you know.
Okay.
If you sit
and Stephen A is saying literally no to respecting his right to do that. Stephen A is a piece of shit. I'll go ahead and say that. If that's his position on this or anything else, you're a piece of shit. If you can't respect the decision of a man not wanting to inject himself, you're a piece of shit. I have no problem telling him that as well. I would actually love to actually go on ESPN and discuss him, but you are a piece of fucking trash if that's the position that you can't respect the decision of someone that is making their own individual decision in terms of what they want to inject in their body.
Signed on to do a job, okay? And that's what comes with it. That comes with it. Now, I can get deeper.
And by the way, no, he didn't. He signed on to do a job, and the job was the job when he signed up. When you flip it and now require him to have to do something like that, that's a change. And though, yes, there are these external factors, you're talking about government because he's in Brooklyn and he can't play home games and all of that, which introduces a different dynamic. But to act like because he signed up for that, he has to take every fucking thing that is new, that is thrown out there is nonsense.
Bring up the fact that the president of the healthcare system, virtual healthcare system in South Jersey, was the one that personally took me to the ICU, and
I'm not disagreeing with that, Stephen A.
I didn't say you were.
You act like we had 100% vaccination rate in this country since the beginning of all illnesses that occurred.
You know what, Jay, you sound full of it, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not full of it.
We're not talking.
Man, see, and now when Jay just simply acknowledges the fact that a man has the right, and then he brings up a good point in that, we don't have 100% vaccination rate for anything, and now he's saying he's full of it. Stephen A is a fucking jackass. I really do genuinely believe that. He is a piece of fucking shit jackass. And I would love to have a discussion with him, albeit very cordially, about this very subject matter, because he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Someone also put this into context. Joe Papilano, as people sit up here and call him selfish, he lists off some things that Kyrie Irving did. No, not all of it made mainstream news. But let's look at it. He bought George Floyd's mom a house. Not the empty activism and stuff of people that piggybacked off of that. Now, I don't care where you are on that whole subject matter. I'm just saying that Instead of just sitting there posting about it, black boxes on Instagram, he put his money where his fucking mouth was. And he did something to help the family. He paid the tuition for 9 HBCUs. Now, again, y'all know how I feel about college. I'm just saying this is what he did. He bought 200 plus kids Christmas presents. He provided 250,000 Thanksgiving meals in New York City. 250,000 Thanksgiving meals. He donated $1.5 million to the Signal League that doesn't make any fucking money, the WNBA. Yet, despite all of that, because he has one position that they don't agree with, he's selfish. See, this is the world that we live in. And I really do hope, though I can understand how difficult this is for this man. I really hope he holds the line. And I want to say this, and this is as someone that can acknowledge that this man, of all people in the NBA, when these stories started to come out, and I knew Kyrie was involved in it just because I know he said some off things, not giving a motherfuck about the ridicule that he'll get. I've said that, yeah, man, if it's one person I believe would hold the line, it's fucking Kyrie Irving. I believe he's just as up there or out there that he'd be like, yeah, I'm walking away from $35 fucking million. I'm just not going to play. And if he did that, he would be doing something massive. But not just that, in terms of what this would mean, and him thinking, giving the voice to the voiceless, is that his balls are in his words. And that he's doing what a lot of these activists in sports think that they're doing. And he's actually sacrificing what it is that he does in order to make a statement. Not the easy shit where everybody already agrees with you on certain things. You got the entire league backing you. No, he's doing something that is unpopular amongst his colleagues or the people that cover the sport it is that he's doing. Yet he's still going to do what it is that he's doing. That takes bravery. That takes nuts. But that's sacrifice. I hope he holds the line. I'm not saying that he will. As for me shooting this video he has. But that would be so meaningful. And I think years from now, we'd be looking at that like we look at, and people are going to hate the equating it to, whether it be with Ali in the draft, or it would be with other civil rights athletes and stuff in terms of when they were doing what it is that they're doing. You will be looking at years from now and saying that man put some shit on the line. And he could end his entire career, because who knows? Right? This is a future Hall of Famer that we're talking about, a perennial all-star champion that is saying, you know what? No. That takes guts. And I don't want to lose sight of that this is not easy. It can't be easy for him, because I know he has a million fucking people in his ear talking about how he sucks because of this. Yet he's still doing it. We'll see what happens. But I don't want to lose sight of how important and how much of a historical mark this may be going into the future. But Stephen A. Smith is a jackass. You just watched a clip from my podcast, For Canon's Sake. Catch us live at 12 p.m. throughout the week over at youtube.com/YoungRipper59 and follow us over at odyssey.com/@YoungRipper59. If you want to watch the entire video cast after the show is over, just be sure to become a member on the YouTube channel. Of course, the full audio portion of the podcast is available for free on all major digital platforms, or just visit forcanonsake.com.